So a couple months ago, I tried the infamous Century eggs, and my experience with it was really not that good. This is not an average taste test. This is me seeing the flavors of Asia's most legendary preserved food. And it basically went like... I can do it. People actually eat this and enjoy this. Okay. I really didn't think I'd ever want to try them again, but here we are. Yes.
Century eggs.
They look intense and their smell is extremely unique, but they're actually a beloved staple across Chinese-speaking regions and Southeast Asia. So today I'm giving this a second chance in making one of the most popular dishes that actually uses this, which is called congee. So let's see if I can make it. We're gonna start off with getting 2 cups of water, and also the equivalent amount of about 2 cups of chicken broth powder. And using the stove is kind of boring, so let's take it over to the wood stove. Now I have seen a bunch of people using day-old rice, and apparently that makes it just a little bit easier. But since I don't have any, we're just gonna be overboiling it. We're just gonna cover it up. We're gonna let this get nice and hot to boil the water, and then we'll continue.
3 minutes later.
Time to add the rice. I don't know how much rice this is, but it's supposed to be watery. While that's cooking, let's do a little bit of chopping. Bam! Now for the moment that I've been sort of dreading, it's time to crack this open. And here it is. This just looks so unique. Oh my goodness, I forgot what it looked like. Never mind, I'm genuinely giving it the best of chances for me to enjoy it. Oh! Sorry. Here we have the Century egg in all of its glory. All right. Wait, let me get you here. Here's an overhead shot. I can't. How am I supposed to do this? Okay, here. This is what they look like on the inside. Remember, we're not being judging, but it does look sort of dark and foreboding. And I'm not being rude when I say this, but there is definitely a strong ammonia kind of sulfuric smell to them. It's not that pleasant. Yeah. Let's get it in there. And I need to add a little extra water. And then we're just gonna mix this all up. And then we add some ginger, a tablespoon of fish sauce, and sesame oil. Now I'm gonna let that cook up for a couple minutes, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Now here it is. Now, disregarding any sort of joking, this does smell absolutely fantastic, and I'm really excited to see how this tastes. So here we have the first time ever making congee. Okay, I feel like I could have made it more watery. It's on the drier side. I'm so excited. I really didn't expect it to smell this good. Do a little sprinkling of greens and the garnish. A couple drops of that soy sauce and a little drizzle of that sesame oil. Now for the moment that everyone has been waiting for, how good is congee with Century egg? All right, cheers. Hold up. How is that good? Not how. Sorry. That's surprising. Okay. Here's a bite with a decent chunk of the Century egg. And, again, down the hatch it goes. That's not bad. Okay, so let me break it down real quick. The chickeny rice base is obviously the most dominant flavor that you're getting, and that ginger flavor is stronger than the little bit of ammonia flavor that you get from the Century Egg, and that leaves you just with a delicious umami flavor. Like, it's so much more palatable than I expected. And all the other ingredients just wrap this up in such a delicious format that I'm genuinely shocked by how good this is, and I actually, there's nothing too terribly wrong with this. And from the videos that I've seen about this, it's definitely a nice comforting food for if you're feeling sick or under the weather, and I've never had this before, but it is somehow comforting. Maybe perhaps from the familiarity of the ginger flavor, but still, I don't even know if this would be as good without that umami flavor in there, which is surprising. I honestly feel like there could be like some sort of like chili flavor added to this. Like this is seriously filling and warm and just freaking amazing. I know I just said it a bunch of times, but that was way better than I expected. I guess I can walk away from this experience knowing that it's always good to give things a second try, and that adding a bunch of other flavors of food can turn something that's not so good into something that's pretty delicious.
And all that jazz.
I enjoyed making this video, and I'm probably going to be doing a couple other random cooking videos. I just got to figure stuff out that I want to be trying to make, and then I'll record it. So thank you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this too. If you did, make sure you don't forget to drop a like, and peace.
I'll catch you on the next one.